Yeah, we're just going live now. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to TUF1 Round 3, Season 1 on F1 2021. I'm joined this evening by Dobby. Dobby, good evening, mate. Hello, mate. So Dobby got caught out by the update and is currently still updating, so he will be joining us in a couple of minutes. And when he joins, you will see, as you guys can see right now, that it's actually intermediate weather, which is interesting. I say it's intermediate weather because was that Young Breezy? Yeah, most of them are coming out on inters for their first runs. So yeah, there we go. So will we see some dry weather then? It doesn't. The track looks way too wet to be drying out in what, 17 minutes. Let's have a look who's furthest along. Is that Andy? That's not Foxy. It's really hard to like judge the colours in this game. It's Williams. Because they're all pretty similar, like, aren't they? The blues anyway. It's bad. Yeah. The Alfa and the Ferrari. Right. So just so everyone's aware, your championship leader so far is, of course, Julian. 2 wins from 2 so far, but he does have a qualifying ban tonight. Yeah, well, park marker does take no prisoners. As you might have seen there, Dobby has joined. Yeah, so I'm sure the boys will take that into account tonight. Of course, Spain is a little bit tighter than Russia. Just on board then with Bats Plus, who will be the first one to set a fast time. Nice and clean so far through the first sector. Bats as well, I believe Bats is third at the moment in the championship after 2 fourth place finishes. We'll hope to go one better and get himself on the podium tonight. Boastman sitting in second with 2 second places as well, so consistent at the top. But one of these guys obviously will want to go that step further tonight and take advantage of Julian being towards the back of the grid and pick up a win. Yeah, bit of oversteer there for Bats as he comes into the final sector. Ooh, bit of a slide. One thing that might put him at a bit of a disadvantage is if we do get a full wet qualifying and then a full dry race, because of course the guys in front will start on fresh tyres. So Bats puts in a 42.3. Young Breezy's invalidated. Looks as if he might go for another run. Here's Boastman. He goes P2. Stinner's put in a 43.6 to go third. Just have a look. Weavesy's now dropped into third place. Who's next on track? There's McLaren somewhere. It's Eden. And he goes P6. Henry's popped himself in there. P3 with a 43.4. I'm sure this guy changes his name every week, Henry. It might be just me, but I'm sure he's had more names than Mick Foley, like. Yeah, Henry Rogers as well. He literally is tough version of Mick Foley. Yeah, I want his sponsor. Ooh, missed Andy there. And he's beaten Bats by 1,000th of a second to put himself on provisional pole. So, big lap from Andy, who surely has to be one of the favourites tonight to take advantage of Julian's ban. Oh yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Santero's retired, as is Will. Bats puts himself back into P1 with 42-1. I think these boys will obviously go for multiple runs on these inters because I imagine it is going to be a dry race. But yeah, I think you called it there. Foxy would probably be someone you'd sort of back. Weavesy, of course, we know Weavesy's got a pace. Rogers then. Stinner, yeah. Yeah, to be fair, man, I genuinely wouldn't or couldn't rule anybody out, especially with the safety cars and. Yeah. Yeah, he's had 2 points finishes so far out of the first 2 races, and I did actually say on the team reveal he struggles to make any other day other than Mondays, and if he obviously didn't pick up his pace and start scoring some points, he'd struggle if some of the quicker guys like yourself came back. So yeah, so maybe maybe he's taken that warning and upped his game a little bit, but yeah, great for him really. I think a lot of these boys, I think they're doing a run and then coming, staying out, recharging the battery, and then doing another run. So, yeah, that's why I missed that. Trying to, oh, I mean validates. Is it Ferraris? That's Weavesy, is it? No, Stins up, sorry. Let's have a look. Okay, so he goes in the P8 then. Yeah, Foxy, boom, goes into P1, 41.8. Raced him a couple of times in TUF1 last year. Very good racer, good wheel to wheel. Yeah, I think he had a couple of issues where he got sort of tangled up in other people's mess, but yeah, if he keeps it clean, he's got a pace definitely to challenge. Whether or not he's going to be able to mount the challenge for the win tonight, remains to be seen. But just on board with Kuchao, who's one of the guys who's yet to set a time, and after he and Will both absolutely destroyed me for my performance in Zandvoort, I'm going to take great pleasure if he struggles tonight. Yeah, it doesn't quite. Ooh, he's struggling with the grip at the back end. Waitsy's in the chat. Good evening, Waits. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyable race, I'll be honest. I did watch it back, and I probably should have stuck my elbows out a little bit with Waitsy trying to get past me, but yeah, I would have struggled, man. Waitsy had so much pace. I just couldn't, like, through the middle sectors get them off my back, you know. I think the one thing that did for me was my teammate literally got on the curb and spun Jag right in front of me, and I think if he was able to keep it together for that lap and I got some DRS, I could have sort of overtaken him because he was on much older tyres and might have been able to create a gap over that lap and get after Steins up, but it wasn't to be. Yeah, I'd say the three guys at the top so far are having their own little battle. They keep on chopping and changing. Those tyres 4 laps old, so that's showing that putting a few laps on with these inters definitely helps. Ooh, a lot of people are struggling to come out of I don't even know what turn it is. First class commentary. No. We'll call it Putin corner. Andy goes P5. Let's have a look who's on the lap. Easy. No, he's 1.2 up or down, whichever way you look at it. Toma then, currently P7. I haven't ridden on board yet with Toma. There's yellow flags in sector 2. I think that's for an Alpha just ahead of Toma here. It's will be Weavesy, I think. Yeah, it is. And there's a purple second sector. I'm not sure now whether that happens every time the driver sets their own personal best, because I know that was happening in the last game. Yeah. Which currently will put him around 4th and 5th place, maybe even 3rd if he can improve a little bit further. A little short run to the line, and he does go P3, 41.9. 3/10 off Bats in first for a great lap from Toma. Oh, Andy's out. I think Weavesy ran out of fuel, is he? Yeah, he has. Yeah. Okay, so Boogeyman's on the start of his lap, staying forward with Stinner as he comes up to Putin. Oh. And yeah, they are really struggling. It's just the one just after the bridge. I was going to say it is very awkward corner. Stinner then, currently P13. What can he come up with? Goes P11, 42.8, so still 1.2 off the lead. Boastman then's gone fastest with a 41.642, and now he's 1,000th per second over Bats. Jesus, this is fun. Bats is just, yeah. Right, let's have a look who's further along out of the top 5 so far. I believe it's Foxy. Yeah. Two and a half minutes left. Oh no. Wait, you just say if you've got a Cobbs partner, you're doing it solo. So... no way. Hold on, 2 seconds. Can you hear me still? Have a look if... apparently... Wait, can you hear Dobby? Are you on PS5? Oh.
Wait, it'll be... Hello everyone, sorry about that. Yeah, I had my settings all wrong. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh.
Are you back? It's fine, don't worry about it. It's
yeah,
all good.
no, you know what it is? My PS4, it broke recently, and I had to initialize the whole system again, and it changed all my settings. So that's what it is. Sorry, guys.
There we go. Wait till he's confirmed again. It's fine, man. This happened to me a couple of times on the PS5.
Oh no, it's just
It's all good, mate. It's all good.
Sorry, guys. Okay,
we'll have it for the race. Bats goes P1 then, 41.3. Oh, big lap. 3/10 the gap to Boastman. Eden's popped himself up to P3. Big lap from Eden.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Henry looks like he's warming up for one last run. Stinner's gone 7th as well. We missed that one. Weavesy's got some fuel in the car now and he's up in his out lap. Boogeyman's... Yeah, warming up. Stinzap's, have a look. Stinzap's improving by a 10th so far. See on board with this. I love how we get to like 2 minutes left of the stream, like qualifying before we find out.
Oh, I'm so annoyed because I just, it just makes it,
It's fine, mate, it's fine. It's me that sounds like a twat anyway, so I'm just speaking to myself.
No, it's not that, it's just, it's just everyone watching, I'm really sorry about that, it's shocking. Oh yeah, fine.
Right. Stin's up giving up on this run, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he's loading up for another lap.
He hasn't invalidated, and he was definitely improving. Yeah, thank you, Wait. Glad.
Yeah, thank you, Wait.
Kachow and Will down in 16th and 17th. Jeez.
Oh.
Right, so Boastman then will not improve on P2. Bats isn't going to go for another run. Foxy, it's just under a 10th down so far, so he's got 4 tenths to make up if he wants to dislodge Bats Plus.
Yeah, I was on board with Boastman and he ran wide in the last quarter, and yeah, it could have been very close to pole.
Did he invalidate or yeah?
No, he didn't invalidate, he just ran really wide and just drifted over the line.
Okay. Henry put himself up in P3. Couldn't Foxy respond. Eden won't improve on 5th. We know Thomas finishing in 6th. Stinner's then 7th is the best we'll get from Stinner. 8th from Andy. We've got Weavesy and Foxy left across from the top 10. Foxy goes pole, 41.2. Boom, what a lap.
Very nice.
Weavesy is improving. Doesn't look like he's going to be improving enough to dislodge Foxy, but we'll stay on board with him and see if he can move up the order a bit further. And I'm pretty sure the 3 guys we really did earmark that could challenge tonight in the absence of Julian's with Julian's quali ban have qualified in the top 3.
Really? Yeah, well, it's a shame everyone didn't hear what I was saying earlier as well. Yeah.
The Foxy, Bats and Boastman were most definitely the guys we tipped. Big laps there from the likes of Eden. Weavesy did put themselves in 5th and 6th. Do you want to run down the order, mate? Now everybody can hear you.
Yeah, so it's Foxy on pole, Bats Plus in 2nd, Boastman in 3rd, Henry in 4th, aka Henry Rogers, Eden in 5th, Weavesy in 6th, The Only Timer in 7th, Stinner in 8th, Mr. Ice Cold Andy in 9th, Stinsap 10th, The Boogeyman 11th, Dreamsy in 12th, Santero 13th, Young Breezy 14th, Mini Meerkat 15th, Kachow 16th, Will 17th, and Backmarker 18th, with Julian with a qualifying ban in 19th and last at the moment.
So yeah, exciting qualifying that, to be honest, and it is looking like a dry race.
Oh, okay.
Which will spice it up a little bit more, obviously, like I said, 'cause the top 10 will now start on fresh tyres, which is a nightmare for Julian. But if anybody can still turn this into a race win, then I'm sure it will be him.
Yeah, and some really bad news. I've been put in P20 in a Haas car because I joined late. So yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, that's fine. I can retire on the first lap. But yeah, this has gone from bad to worse. It really has.
This feels like F1 2016, 2017 when I didn't have the spectator mode that you'd have to like retire on that one.
Yeah.
Oh. Cutting edge broadcasting from TUF. And interestingly, you've gone for mediums there, Dobby. Right, a massive split in strategy so far. So Foxy and Bats, along with Weavesy, Stinner, Andy, Boogeyman, Young Breezy, Backmarker, and Julian have all gone for softs, and everybody else has gone for mediums. So yeah, it's quite a halfway split.
Yeah, so Julian's got for softs then.
Yeah, and aggressive first stint, I imagine. I mean, we always say this, but an early safety car will be interesting to see how many of the soft runners stay out. And even the medium runners, you know, how many of them will back themselves to take those mediums long and then put softs on at the end.
Yeah. Especially around Russia, that's no problem at all.
Dobby, the real MVP. I know, mate. He's doing a full-on Selby tonight. He's racing from the back and commentating.
It's fun. I usually use my wheel racing, so yeah, I haven't used the controller in a while. It feels quite nice, to be fair. Yeah. I got quite a nice start.
Julian's really holding a pack up, isn't he?
Yeah, he's holding me up, definitely.
Yeah. A few mind games there for the boys in front as Julian warms up his tyres. I think Backmarkers realise what's going on.
Yeah.
And Will also. So the front guys already then on the grid. There'll be a long wait.
Don't worry, I won't. I'm following Julian. I'm not holding anyone up. We're holding the pace up. Yeah.
Mind games from Julian. Love it.
Yeah, fair play. Like, let everyone else's tyres get cold. You're on the softs. You're at the back. I mean, making the most of his quali ban, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Where are we projecting him to be after lap 1? Are we projecting a few moves?
After lap 1, I mean, that's a lottery, really, but you'd have to say, like, 13th.
There we go, then. 4 and 5 lights. Hammer it off. And it seems to get... Foxy seems to get a good start. He does, as does Batson behind him. Batson, as Foxy covers off the inside, Bats looks to the outside. There's a massive crash at the back. There's an Alpha spun around and up the inside. As Will with a 5-second penalty. Henry was looking up the inside of Bats going into turn 2, sorry. But they keep position. We've got Stinner and Boogeyman getting past Toma, who looks like he ran wide. There's backmarker Kuchao, Santero, Will, I think, who were the guys all caught up in that incident. And is that Young Breezy? No, it's Andy putting a move in on Toma as well. And Young Breezy looks as if he's going to put one on the inside. I don't know if Tom's doing some damage, because he is really falling down the order. As Julian then is up in a P10 already. We're not even past the first lap, and he's in the slipstream with his teammate, and he's going to go and take P9 from him as well. What an opening lap from Julian.
Wow.
Oh god. Mini Meerkat as well, decent start from the TUF2 driver, up in the P12. I will show you the position changes now, as that was a mental first lap, but there we go, the top 5 stay as they are, as Andy puts a move on Boogeyman. So after lap 1, Foxy still in the lead then from Bats, Boastman, Henry, Eden. There's a few more moves. Yeah, Toma looks as if he did pick up damage because he's into the pits. Mini Meerkat as well is in. Who else we got? Backmarker and Wills, quite a few coming in then. But Julian up 11 places on the first lap. And there we go, Dobby's finally retired and he can now join the action.
I didn't want to retire on track because there would be a safety car and that would have been shambles.
Oh, even going side by side with Stinner. And Bats told me that this was fixed, but it doesn't look to be. Eden's kept P4 as he actually is in for now, I believe. 1, 2, 3, he's in P5, sorry, so he keeps P5 from Stinner. Just have to wait for this timing screen to sort itself out and we'll know where we are.
Yeah.
Yellow flags in sector 1, is that Dreamsy?
No, I think that was my car retiring, I think.
Yeah, it could be.
Although Will Lands is also out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Will maybe retired in the pits, I'm not really sure what happened there. But it's currently telling me that Kuchao is in the lead, and most definitely it's not. This guy is. One more and we'll be sorted. Come on, game, you can do it. There we go.
No, you know what it was? My car actually came out the pits and started touring around, and it eventually disappeared. So yeah, it's all good.
Stinner's had a problem there. He's dropped down a couple of places there.
Yeah, Bats plus just got past Foxy.
Ah no, I missed him. Sorry, guys.
It was just turn up the inside into turn 1, and it's very clean.
And the guy behind set the fastest lap on the last lap, Boastman. So this battle's going to continue. Boogeyman and Young Breezy then having a little ding dong there. The P9 and P10. And there's the other flag, this is Kuchao.
Kuchao, there's also another spinner in sector 2, which is Young Breezy.
Young Breezy, yeah. He picked up, Kuchao speeding a bit then, he's DNF'd. So the two guys that give me absolute shit in the Dutch Grand Prix have both retired by lap 3. Where are you, boys? Can we get some L's in the chat?
Oh, well, that is ultimate karma.
There's some lovely shots of this top 10 really close together. As Bat sets the fastest lap, Foxy or Julian lurking now in P7 gets the fastest lap. Foxy, of course, with DRS. Can he get up in the inside of Bats? Bats looks as if he's covered it off enough. Yes, he has. Any moves coming further back? No, everyone seems like they've followed each other through nicely. Still waiting for these timing screens to sort themselves out. And
yeah. But yeah, is Julian up 12 positions? By far the biggest winner, of course.
Postman got past Foxy. We missed that one as well.
Oh yeah.
And He's shown some great pace on these medium tyres.
It's on mediums.
Yeah. So he, Henry and Eden are all on mediums, and they're definitely taking full advantage of these DRS trains. The longer they can stay in it, the better, of course. Postman now right up the back of Bats. We'll be hoping to put a move into turn 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is not really a...
Ooh, there's a tap there from Eden, and Julian might sneak up the inside. Oh, terrible camera angle.
No way, Julian. Okay, he just makes it go anyway.
I think there might have been a slight mistake from Eden there. He went a bit deep, got overtaken by Andy. A little bit of contact and the hesitation allowed Julian then to make the move. Already up in a P6. And Postman's too far behind Bats to get a move done there.
But yeah, I mean, you'd not really expect much degradation from the mediums. So for Postman to get past Foxy, that's massive.
Yeah. And it's still quite, still quite split, because you still got Henry hanging in there in P4 as well. Even though he had lost a couple of positions on the last lap, he's still there in P7. If he can stay on the back of Julian and just, save up some ERS and use the DRS when active.
Yeah, and then Stinner rounds up the top 8 who have separated themselves, so yeah, it'll be hard to put the Boogie Mad in P9 to bridge that gap.
I'm trying to see if I can get like a lovely shot of this train. There we go. Wow. So Tomer incidentally came in and put the hards on. Postman looks as if he's much closer to the Bats this time round. And I don't know if something's happened with Foxy and Henry in the background, because they're further back. Yeah. Henry has made a move on Foxy, and here we go then. Bats has
Postman on Bats Plus.
Yeah. So, a bit earlier than you'd expect the softs to be dropping off. But 2 medium runners getting past the soft runners then on that exchange, and he did pick up the 3-second time penalty as well, so that's not ideal for him.
No, I mean, there's something you have to say about Russia. It's easy to get penalties, but it seems like these sort of hardened league races are quite good at not getting them anymore.
Yeah, even in is he getting even better in TUF2 as well? I was quite surprised. Obviously I picked up a 3-second time penalty late on in Japan, and that cost me 2 positions just because the lack of corner cutting penalties.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely getting better across the board.
Yeah, everyone's just getting used to it now. It's just can decide a race easily. Not worth doing.
Ooh, nice exit from Andy, who's going to throw one up the inside of Foxy. Very nice move from Andy then. Oh, and he takes a little wobble on the final exit. Henry then with DRS. DRS activated in the slipstream of Bats Plus. Can he get close enough? Oh, he's doing a late move. And Andy looks as if it's gonna go 3 wide. Andy's in the sandwich. Bats is taking the long way round. Oh, and Andy gets himself up to P2. What a move. Henry slips into P3 then. Bats is now down to P4. Foxy incidentally has dropped back down to P6 as Julian gets past Bats as well.
Yeah, slight contact with Bats for Julian, but he should be okay.
This all changed then. The top 2 at the start of the race are now down in 5th and 6th. That was some great driving from Andy there. Picked up 3 positions in 3 corners.
Yeah, I think I was saying on stream the other day, and he is not one to hold back. If he sees a chance to go for it, he will go for it.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't say he's aggressive, he's just opportunistic, I think is the right word.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. He's a very clever racer. Picks his moment perfectly. Ooh, a little bit of a mistake there for Henry, and that might allow Julian. And it looks as if Bats is going to come into the pits. And he is.
Might be the damage
then.
just early on, to be honest.
Did he pick up damage? As Mini Meerkat.
There was a little bit of contact.
And it's a safety car. Oh my god, that's worked out so nice for Bats Plus.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Mini Meerkat's lost it. Yeah. There we go, in the wall.
No wing damage for Bats, so straight onto mediums.
That's worked out perfectly for him, man.
Yeah.
As long as he can get past the safety car, he shouldn't have any delta now.
Yeah, I thought you would have a delta.
I think you do. I think
lap,
as soon as you pass the safety car, I'm pretty sure your delta may go.
Yeah, I just on board with him now, and
looks as if he's got delta.
Yeah.
Not flooring it.
Although now he's flooring it. Yeah.
No, yeah, he slowed back down. So
Okay.
Bats has gone for mediums. Backmark has got 5 lap old mediums. He's going to stick around with them. Stinzap and Tomer have put mediums on. Santero has put mediums on. Let's get on board with the leaders. If you're Boastman, you've got to put hards on you, surely. Or do you stay out? To track position.
Haven't done much Russia in this game, but
I'd expect all the soft runners.
I think hards are a dead tyre. I think hards are a dead tyre on this track.
So
but yeah, softs are surely not an option either. So yeah, that's not a good time for the medium runners.
Stinner picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding. We'll keep an eye on. Let's have a look. Is anyone in the top bracket double stacking? No, it doesn't look like. So yeah, let's keep an eye on what tyres they put on then. So Postman has gone hards.
Yeah.
As is Henry. Julian's gone mediums. Dreamsy and Eden have stayed out.
Well.
So they're going to go as far as they can in these mediums and put softs on late on. Julian's managed to get himself up in a P4. So Bats has managed to get out in front of him. Andy though has dropped a couple of places, so he's lost out to Julian and Bats.
Yeah.
And Henry's dropped all the way down to P9. I don't know if he had some wing damage maybe, because he's lost out massively there as well.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened for him. I don't know how Stinner got in front of him.
No. He's in the Alpha Tauri and Santero's in the other Alpha Tauri, who's propping up the grid at the moment. You haven't seen too much of Santero so far, so yeah, you wouldn't have got held up.
Yeah, maybe got held because they all paired the same lap, so yeah, it's just luck of the draw. Like if someone, even under the safety car, if you attack the pit lane entry and you're right on the nose of the car in front, that will, because you're so close, like it will cause you to be held, even in the safety car. Yeah.
Well, Stinner was a victim of the pit entry line. He picked up a 5-second time penalty.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that might explain it. Like Stinner went fast into the pits. He might have gained a position, but he got his 5-second time penalty.
They look like they're changing positions. Oh, Henry is going back in.
I think this is a good move.
Henry's
because
going in.
The hards are a no-go.
Yeah, Dreamsy's going in as well. So Dreamsy's given up on the idea of taking these mediums a little further. So he's then going to put hards on surely.
Mediums? Oh.
Yeah, so Dreamsy's gone softs. Mediums for Henry, softs for Dreamsy. Back markers coming in as well. Do you think that's a smart move from Henry then, even though he's lost track position?
Yeah, I think so. I think hards are literally, they're just not an option around this racetrack. They're so, the tyre degradation's so low, he would not get any benefits towards the end. I'm sure Postman will be a good test of that. So Dreamsy as well, he's going to do 17 laps on the softs. I'm sure he'll get to the end. I'm sure he's got no problem with that. I'm sure that's not an issue, yeah.
So yes, it's really unfortunate for Boseman, who started on the mediums, done extremely well to get himself up in the P1, and is now ahead but on the slower tyre.
Yeah, it's just it's just as I said, like tyre degradation so low, it doesn't pay off. Like you could probably do the whole race on hards, you could probably do 30 laps on hards, and it'll be fine. But yeah, it's not a good race tyre. Dreams are the only one on soft tyres.
Yeah, I think this might be. Do you think you go to the end on these?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think so. Especially if the safety car. Okay, no, it's coming in.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute long stint for him. His tyres are going to be absolutely ripping to shreds towards the end.
Did Sinner jump? No, he didn't.
So let's have a look at the restart then. Eden, there's a 5-second penalty for Stinner for ignoring yellow flags. That's 10 seconds now.
Oh god.
Eden's gonna want to get himself on a good line here because Postman was a bit slower. Maybe
it was
trying to get those harder tyres. Yeah, and Bats in the slipstream. He's going to have to go around the outside as Postman defends the inside. Can he do a little switch back here? No, he can't. And Julian's looking around the outside of Bats, but can't get up alongside him. Oh, Bats covers up the inside, might compromise his exit. Julian might look to throw one up in the inside here, but no, Bats covers that off as well. It's so hard when you're trying to make a move off this restart and you know the guy behind you's got pace. Bats runs a little bit wide, but still manages to keep the car. He's offline now though, and Julian still can't get it past him though.
Yeah, but Julian doesn't really have to do much. This is he needs to get past Bats and Boseman, and then he's in the lead really. And then that lead.
Really throwing up on the inside here. Bats turns in. Oh, so close to some contact. And he will get the switch back this time, and he should get the move done with the inside line. He's going to go deep. Bats fighting it back. Some great defending from Bats, to be honest here. He's going to give Julian a little bit of a squeeze. Julian round the outside. Side by side. Bats is not giving his position up lightly. Wow. And Julian then up in the P3. Andy now looking very interested on Bats Plus as well. Is he going to lose 2 positions?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like.
To be fair to Bats, he had no right to give up position there. Like Julian was really pushing his way out to get past in sector 3.
There's fantastic defending from Bats, to be honest with you. Andy's going to go up the inside of him now though. And that's another position dropped for Bats Plus then on this restart. And he and Foxy are going to renew their mini rivalry from tonight very soon, as the Boogeyman's looking up the inside of Stinner. Ooh, there's a bit of contact, and I think Boogeyman's just lost a bit of his front wing.
Oh no.
He has got past Stinner though. And Julian's got past Postman. But again, Postman isn't going to give this up.
They were both deploying all their ARS. Julian down to 30% after the restart. It's only been a lap and a half.
Yeah, and we will get DRS, of course, on the next lap.
Andy chucks
one up the inside. Oh my god. Boogeyman's has an issue. He's falling down the order. And he does have DRS, but isn't close enough to Julian at the moment. I tell you what, all this battling in behind, and Eden's just being able to stay out in front. Of course, he's still got the pit though.
Yeah, Eden would love a safety car.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for him right now.
Yeah. Postman's doing okay on those tyres, but they're just, yeah, they'd lack a bit of pace, and I'd love to say they've come good to him towards the end, but I don't even think they will. Like, they're just, yeah, maybe on like the last 3 laps they'll be the same as the mediums, but yeah, they're just not, they're not helpful.
Julian for the lead, and there it goes. And I don't think you'll see anyone that's surprised by that whatsoever. The Julian's managed to get up the order. Oh, Andy's going to put another late move.
Yeah, I don't think Andy wants to let Julian get away.
No, and you can't blame him whatsoever.
Yeah, he's following his every move.
Ooh.
But yeah, from a qualifying ban starting in P19, it's lap 14 and Julian is already in the lead. Would you believe it?
Oh, Bossman goes deep. And he picks up a time penalty for that corner cut in, or for extending the limits. But yeah, even with Eden's tyres being this old, he doesn't seem to have a massive pace advantage with those hard tyres. You commented on them earlier. I think Bossman's another one that would love a safety car right now.
Yeah, definitely restart, put on some softs.
And Andy already out the DRS range of Julian, and he's already dropped Eden as well. Henry's managed to get himself back up in a P8 as he disposes Weavesy. Weavesy though in his slipstream, DRS himself. Bossman and Eden are having the battle, and Boogeyman the tyres.
Oh no, that could be a safety car, yeah. Virtual though.
Okay. If you're Bossman, do you take advantage? It's a full safety car.
Ooh, oh, it's gone to full safety car. Definitely. It's got surely by
yeah,
yeah.
He's not.
No.
Eden's taking advantage, so he's coming in. Strange move maybe from Bossman then. He doesn't want to give up track position.
He is in a good track position, but yeah.
Yeah, all this is doing now is helping out those medium runners, obviously, and the soft runners like Dreamsy even further.
Yeah.
So yeah, as expected then, Toma, Eden and Stinzap all put on soft tyres.
Not good for those who have penalties, these safety cars. They never help.
We will take a look at the penalties, as you can see. I'm not really sure what happened with Stinner's second one. I'm sure we'll see that coming in the steward's room for ignoring the
his
flag.
His first one was a slam dunk, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
in the pit lane.
Yeah, that was the feeling. Yeah, so I think that one won't get revoked. But the other one, we did see him and Boogeyman swapping positions.
Ignoring yellow flag, yeah, maybe didn't get back the position, but yeah, it's a strange one for sure.
Yeah, because I'm fairly certain Stinner was ahead. So, anyway, so, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with that one.
Yeah. Maybe he comes in and serves it. Oh no.
Easy.
Lads.
Well, that's a weird one then, because Dreamsy picks up the penalty, but Backmarker doesn't.
Yeah.
But I remember an incident with me and Sean in Brazil last year, and we didn't even look like we touched, but he was ahead of me and he picked up the penalty and I didn't.
That's very odd. Yeah, usually it's both drivers.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a bit of lag from Backmarker's car. A little bit.
Where is he? Up in the P9. I think Weavesy's going to put on some softs by the looks of things.
And he's serving his 5-second time penalty in the pits, which is smart.
He's gone for another set of mediums then. I don't know if I've got... Looks as if they held him in there for quite a long time afterwards.
Yeah, no, on Spectator on this game, yeah, it does that. It doesn't release them, and then next frame you see they're halfway down the pit lane. So,
if I speak, I am in big trouble. So, if you give us a week, Santero might catch up, and then we can get going.
Yeah, there's nothing safe about the way he's driving, going full throttle.
Should be on this lap, I think. I'm sure Santero will be able to catch up. So, before it comes in, then, is your money on Julian to bring us home?
Oh man, you'd have to be crazy to bet against him.
And Stu's made a good comment there saying they're burning fuel, which is good point. What do you make of the lack of like rich mix in here? Are you a fan of that, or do you?
Of what? Sorry.
The fact they've taken rich mix, fuel mix out of the game.
Yeah, I'd like that because I don't think that's realistic. I mean, it's not like every corner you're on the exit of a corner you switch out to in real life. You don't see them on the fuel dial, do you? Like every, like I'll go lean through the corner. Like every corner you're changing from lean to rich. I never used to do it anyway because I used to think it's a little bit weird, but yeah. If you watch certain YouTubers, they would go into a slow corner, they're going in lean, down on the exit turn to rich, and then the next corner they go down to lean, next they go to rich. So
it's a lot of effort that.
Yeah, no, you probably used to save the tyre wear and fuel, like it was the optimum fuel strategy. But yeah, it's way too it's way too keen to do that. I mean.
Lean helped with traction and rotation, but it did help with traction to a certain extent, especially in the slower corners, and obviously, like you said, optimizing your top line speed in the straights. But it was hard enough for me to try and it was hard enough for me to try and make the corner, never mind all that stuff on top. Yeah,
and you've got ERS on this game as well, so there's on all the games, but this game is, last two games you've got ERS, so you don't need to go rich, and I like that move.
The safety car, I believe, was caused by Boogeyman this time. It was a VSC and then turned into a full safety car. This is the second safety car we've had. The first one, I believe, was caused by Will, maybe? Or... Mini Meerkat, sorry. It was Mini Meerkat.
Oh, okay.
It is finally in then, so we will have 10 laps of racing left. Julian started at the back, now in the lead, as he looks to extend his championship lead.
Yeah, it'll be 3 out of 3 for Julian, which is very impressive.
But there are 10 laps left and anything can happen.
No over.
See what Andy can do off the restart.
Mm.
Oh, Julian's gone. He's caught Andy absolute napping. There we go then, and he's already got over a second gap, just as easy as that.
Wow.
So as you were then, Julian leading, Andy caught napping on the restart in second, Boseman on the hards in P3, Bats and Foxy 4 and 5, Stimmed on in P5 with 10 seconds to be added to his time later. Henry's made himself back up in P7. Eden and Tom have both picked up penalties then. Eden's had a problem, he's retired. Stinner's picked up another penalty and Henry gets up in a P6, so plenty of action on this restart. I don't think I've caught anything of it. Dreamsy's got himself in a P8, Backmark's P9. Was.
Just hoping there wouldn't be a safety car for Eden's spin.
Yeah,
or incident.
Missed what happened there. Did he spin into the wall? Was it contact, or did you see anything?
I missed it as well, unfortunately.
So as you were then, the top runners were pretty much... Oh, the yellow flags, that stims up.
Yeah, I saw that one. Santero just sort of... It wasn't really Santero's fault, he just collided with Stinsa.
Right, so Andy's managed to drop Boseman from his DRS range, even though it's not activated quite yet. Andy's got a bit of a gap then to make up if he wants to get a move on Julian, and Henry's put a move in into turn 2 on Foxy for P5.
Oh, and he gets a penalty at the end of it. It's not good.
So yeah, it literally, I couldn't even call what order it's going to be in at the moment, because the penalties, as always, will make a big difference come the end of the race, and they've all pretty much been in a DRS train all race.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Andy will get away with his penalty because his pace has been good, so I think, yeah, he'll clear Boseman and the people behind him at the moment. As long as Bats Plus and the rest don't overtake Boseman.
Yeah, I think it's a big lap here for Bats. If he can get past Boseman here and try and put a charge onto Andy, hopefully Boseman can hold the guys up behind and Bats will be on for another podium.
You know, the only Toma looks good, so he's the only one on fresh softs apart from Santero. And he's just about to get past Dreamsy for P8.
Yeah, nice and easy. Sorry, get the flick off that quickly there, Toma. Just on board with Bats to see if he could have pulled a move on Boseman. But yeah, Boseman really impressive with those hard tyres.
Yeah, I think he's doing really well. Like, it's a massive... He got really unfortunate with the first safety car when it came out. He was sort of forced to go into those hard tyres, but yeah, he was looking very good. And 2 P2s so far in the first 2 races. So yeah, it's not a lucky race from him. He's very good on this game.
Yeah. And he was very good to be honest, on the last game, but his qualifying pace was one
Yeah,
thing
no,
that let him down.
absolutely. In the last game, yeah.
Oh, Bats gets really close, and Foxy's looking like he's going to do a switchback. No, sorry, that's Henry. Sorry, not Foxy. This battle's not over yet. Ooh, interesting. I mean, he's got a nice gap so far, Julian, but if he picks up another one of those, he might be in trouble. Thomas sets the fastest lap of 32.4. Yeah, he could be joining this battle very, very soon, Thomas.
Yeah, it's just the DRS train might blunt his soft tyres.
Henry then, looking up the outside. He will have the inside for the next corner. Is he going to chuck it up there? No, thinks better of it. He's using a lot of his ERS to try and get this move done over Bats. Bats is keeping his ERS levels fairly good at the moment. Waiting for Bossman to burn his out before attacking.
It's good to see some like clean racing, like, you know, without a safety car, and it shows Julian versus Andy, and they're quite similarly matched. And Julian is pulling away, but Andy not really losing too much time to Julian. So yeah, it's good to finally have a good pace comparison.
Henry with a big optimistic move. Still can't get past Bats though into P4. But yeah, I do absolutely agree with your point, and had it not been for that little lapse of concentration for Andy on the restart, we might be seeing a battle there for P1.
Yeah, yeah.
And Santero then, who was, well, I think he was still in Spain about 5 laps ago. He's now got himself back up in the P9. So, oh, Bossman's had a mistake.
Postman's red light is flashing as well.
Yeah. And Henry then looking up the inside, and he will make the move this time on Bats. Pushes Bats a little bit wide, and that's Foxy as well. Ooh, backs out of the move. That's a smart decision. But Stinner and Torma are sniffing up around the back of Foxy as well. That probably should have just attacked a little bit more on Boastman, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, his ERS levels are very good. Henry's now made a move up in a P3. If he gets held up by Boastman any longer, I think Bats will be ruining the opportunity there. Missed opportunity. Because Boastman's now going to get DRS off Henry, and not only is Bats going to try and get the position off Boastman, he's going to have to defend from Foxy behind him as well.
Yeah, Bats is falling backwards, and when other cars see that, they think, oh, he's got a problem, or I need to overtake him as well. But sometimes it's not like that. You're just having a bad few corners, and people try and power hate that.
Yeah, it's especially with the safety cars as well. It's such a long time, even though it's only 50%. It makes you respect the real life drivers a lot more. Torma then looks up the inside of Stinner. Stinner brakes later, goes a bit wide. Torma's trying to switch to the outside for the next corner. And look at just behind them, Santero and Weavesy are really close behind as well now.
Yeah,
so
it's very close.
Oh, and Henry's had a moment. Henry's gone.
That could be a safety car.
He's not retired, so
okay.
Hopefully not. But Torma then is now up in a P6. He's got past Stinner. Stinner might attack it on the outside. No.
Yeah, it's all on its own from Henry. Like probably just a bit early on the throttle.
Yeah, well, yeah, he'd already got past Boseman, trying to create a gap and trying to push a bit too hard.
He was all on his own.
Yeah, trying to create that gap, obviously, because he had a penalty. Foxy then goes up the inside of Bats, and that's an easy move for Foxy. And Thomas looking like he's going to throw one around the outside. No.
Yeah, the softs will still be quite racy, only 8 laps old, which is not that bad on this track.
Stinner has dropped down a couple of places. He looks like he's had a spin.
Yeah, a little spin. Ooh, big spin for Dreamsy though.
What happened to Dreamsy there? Did he just go straight in the back of Stinner?
I think he did, yeah. I think Stinner stopped ghosting and Dreamsy hit him. It was bad timing.
I think Stinner was slowing down maybe to let Dreamsy past.
Yeah, that was weird. That was very strange. Dreamsy must have spun around 4 times. Like, you could do it 360 times 4. Like, it was like a 1080 from Dreamsy. Very strange.
Bringing a bit of Tony Hawk to F1. Why
not? Yeah, and his tyres were absolutely cooked, not surprisingly.
That's cost Dreamsy some points tonight, I think, for the look of things.
Yeah, some more points.
And Foxy has closed the gap 3/10 to Boseman in this lap, but he's still not close enough. No DRS, of course. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, and I think that's Dreamsy again.
Yeah, he's just trying not to spin thinner pits as well, but...
Yeah. And that back marker's now at a P10, so...
Oh, Dreamsy's still going round. I think he's just trying to get back to the pits.
Oh, he is trying to pit.
Yeah, he's just trying to get back to the pits and retire, I think, because... Well, he might carry on, but his tyres are cooked and he goes round again.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a puncher as well, right rear puncher.
Jesus.
Yeah. Gonna get
well, man. I'm sure we'll see that one in the stewards as well. Unfortunate for Dreamsy.
It was weird. It was really weird. It was like Stinner stopped ghosting, and then there was massive contact.
And Foxy's really reined Boseman in this lap. Gap's now 8/10. He will get the RS. 2 laps to go. We're about to enter the final lap. No, we're not, sorry. We've got 2 laps to go. It's the leader. Really sorry.
Yeah. The only timer just about to get past Bats, but timer's got that penalty, so...
Yeah, we'll watch it on track then. Up the inside of turn 1. I tell you what, Bats' defensive driving tonight has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Thought he concedes the place.
Yeah, now Santero's onto him as well.
Yeah, and Bats will have to watch this one because they should be able to get past Boseman with his penalty. Obviously Tom will drop back down as well.
Yeah.
But both Santero and Bats, no penalty so far. Weavesy in the background as well. Whatever happens on track here will be for overall position come the end. Santero round the outside, goes deep. Has the inside line for Putin. The Bats goes round the outside, keeps position. It's going to be forever known as Putin from now on. I don't care what anyone says.
I like it, man.
I think it just fits the corner. It's an absolute dick of a corner, so yeah, Putin.
I think this is the last I think maybe next year's the last year of this track, and then it's going. So
yeah, I can't see it being renewed. I don't mind it on the game, you know, but I just don't feel like we've had any classic Russia races really.
Yeah.
Well, what I hate about like modern F1 tracks is when they try to do too much. Like, you've got to have a hairpin, you've got to have a chicane. Just make a fucking cool track, like.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you've got to have something. It's got to have some sort of substance, but you don't have to have a hairpin and like 3 chicanes and, do you know what I mean? Like the longest straight the world's ever seen.
Yeah, like the best tracks seem to be like the ones that just form over time rather than forcing it. Yeah.
I agree with you. Foxy then, of course, he is going to jump Boseman with penalties. He'd like to get it done on track. Where's Julian at? Oh, Weavesy's got past Bats. And Weavesy there, we missed him get past Santero, so he's done 2 positions on this lap alone. Julian comes round the final corner to absolutely smoke this race. Come from the back, fabulous drive from Julian. Andy, likewise, incredible drive from him to come home in P2. Boseman will come home in P3 but drops down to P4. Fantastic drive from Boseman, to be fair, and absolutely unlucky with that first safety car. Foxy then gets P3. Reevesy, fabulous drive, P5. Bats P6. Tom in P7. Stinzap comes home in 8th. Santero 9th. And it looks as though backmarker, flying the flag for TUF1, is going to get the final point. Come on, Davey boy. There we go. I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of guys who are going to look at this race and think what could have been. Streamsy does a lovely little donut across the line.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity for everyone with Julian's qualifying ban, but yeah, didn't matter at the end, and he still takes P1. Andy was really good pace match for Julian, but wasn't enough.
Yeah, and that safety car came out at a nice time for Julian anyway as well.
It did.
It came out at a terrible time for Boseman, of course. But obviously the start as well, he got up from, I think he got up from the back to P8 off the start.
Yeah, I think people see his name and they think, well, we'll get out of his way. But
get your elbows out, boys. Get your elbows out. Make him work for it.
Yeah.
So the game, I don't know if it did give Julian driver of the day, but there's absolutely no argument whatsoever. Andy takes P2, Foxy takes P3. I said Boseman, Weavesy, Bats, Tomer, Stinzap, Santero, backmarker. It's Stinner, Henry and Dreamsy, and then the non-finishers were Eden, the Boogeyman, Young Breezy, Mini Meerkat, Kachow, Will, and Dobby.
Oh yeah, sorry about
that. Dob, thanks man for joining me tonight. Really fun race.
I'm still really annoyed about me setting my party setting chats to don't allow chat from the beginning, but it reset all my PS settings because I had to initialize the PS4 again. I hope none of you have to do that, but yeah, it's horrible.
Well, we'll absolutely for sure check it next time.
Give
it the old 1 2 1 2.
No, it's just such a rookie error, man. Like, it's really embarrassing. Like, it's just not acceptable at all.
Mate, we're not the BBC. We are. So, guys, this Wednesday we are at Hungary for TUF2. Come and join us 9 o'clock British summer time. Failing that, then we will be back on next Monday for TUF1 again, and we're going back to Japan. So that should be another fun race. Dobby, thank you so much for joining me tonight, man. It's been a great race. It's been good to
problem. Yeah,
run it back with you as well. It's been a while, I think, since we've been in the booth together.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see you Wednesday, guys. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.